Hey, what's going on? It's Decide to do 284, and this morning I want to talk about missing the mark. What I mean by that is, when we have goals and we have things that, we aspire to accomplish, but we don't always get to it, or we miss that, the mark that we set for ourselves, it's disappointing. And you, the individual that, sets that goal, should be the most disappointed individual, when it comes to it. However, how I look at a lot of things is I set big goals, and I have big dreams, and I have big ambitions, and I'm going to continue to do that. But I'm a human, and I understand that I'm gonna miss those. And sometimes, they're no reason but myself. And I understand that. This morning, I had to do my annual physical test, and I didn't hit what I wanted to exactly. I came really close, and I did very well overall, but my personal mark that I had set, I kind of had missed on a couple of the events. And then I did a little bit better on one of the other events that usually I'm a little slower on, but I'm my biggest critic. So when I miss the mark, I know that the only way to get better, and the only way to eventually hit that mark, is to do it again, right? And I look at, the videos tomorrow. Well, actually Friday is 365 days since I started this adventure, started this journey on trying to put out a video every single day about something, that will overall help being successful. And although I'm gonna miss the mark, I know that there's no way to, complete, I would have to do one, every minute for the next, 2 days, but I'm not going to make that. However, what I've accomplished is, it's amazing to me. It's amazing in the fact that I was able to do something when I set such a, high goal for myself, a video a day, and not really looking at everything as much as I should have. And I've learned a lot over the last 360 some days of, the hardships that you don't always factor in when it comes to trying to do something every single day. And it is time consuming, and we've talked about that in previous videos. But I missed the mark, right? So I know, hey, you know what? When I set out to do another goal, or I set out to do another accomplishment, I need to leave room to factor in other things that might, I might not have thought about prior to, like life. And we talked about it last week. I'm starting this new goal of accomplishing my master's degree, and I am going to slowly but surely take one class at a time, and I am going to continue to chip away at it, and I'm going to finish it. And the goal is within the next 3 years to completely finish the master's degree. And I've given myself some time, though, and I've given myself some extra room, because life's going to happen, right? And there's going to be different things. And, there's a possibility that there's a big move in my future. And then there's a possibility of, upcoming things that will take me away from the normal day to day. So I have to look at those. So when you miss the mark, right? You miss the mark because you set the goal so high for yourself. You know what? Don't get discouraged. Yes, be frustrated. I'm very frustrated with myself. Like I said, I'm my biggest critic, but don't get discouraged in the fact that you're like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to do it again. No, why not? You know what? I still have another month and a half to do better on this annual test. And that's the goal. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to accomplish it. And you know what? In the future, when I do videos, or when I set out goals for myself, I know that I'm going to, give myself a little bit more room for the factor of life. So we miss the mark. We all miss the mark sometimes, and sometimes we freaking knock it out of the park. Sometimes, it's just amazing, and everything goes exactly how it's supposed to, but not all the time. And when it doesn't happen, don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged at all. Continue to do what you're doing. Continue to set high goals, because you know what? At the end of the day, you can accomplish them. You can. And when you don't accomplish them and you fail, that's fine, as long as you don't give up. Never give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on the goals that you're setting out for yourself. Don't give up. Continue until eventually you do hit that mark. So until my next video, I appreciate you watching Decide and Do.